Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of Dime Box Discoveries. This is part 2 of my Moeller Show haul. I'm a little behind on it, but we'll get caught up now. These 2 rows are dimes. The rest of these are different prices. Plus there's some stuff to show you off to the side over here when this is done that you might find enjoyable as well. But let's just jump right into it and start with the dimes. A whole bunch of vintage and in moderately good shape. Not so much the 68s. This will be good for my A's team sets. But, you know, when you see vintage and it's in decent shape, some more A's there, you got to pick it up for a dime. So, picked up, so you can see most of these are in like pretty, the corner up there's a little ding, but not terrible. It's a Jim Palmer in the 1970. And then, so a lot of times when I buy off this guy in his dime boxes, his stuff is in pretty good shape. It's usually off cut a little bit left to right. And that's not too bad. How about some 72s? And the 72s are in actually really nice shape, to be honest with you. On some of them, some get some ding corners, but some of them are just really, really nice. Like you can see, like that one's great. These are going to be great trade bait. There's a local guy, Bob Barton from Cincinnati, Ohio. That'll go in the collection. Jose Cardinal. So you can see some really good stuff here in the 72s in pretty good shape. A lot of 72s I picked up actually for a dime a piece. This one, it's got a crease over Reggie Jackson, but you know it's Reggie Jackson for a dime. And this one is in horrific shape. And you're going to say, well, Jeff, why'd you buy that one for a dime? Because this one is actually a high number. Terrible shape or not, you show me a 72 high number and I'm going to buy it for a dime every single time. All right, how about some 73s? Carlos May, you can see these are in really, really nice shape. You can see it's really nice shape. A little off cut in the back, but once again, for a dime a piece, there's Bob Watson, Bill Russell. One for my A's team set needs possible, Doug Rader. So some nice cards that'll make great trade bait. Doyle Alexander, I can't remember if it's not his rookie, is it? I cannot remember. That's his rookie. It's probably his second year. But here we go, some 74s. Now this is a Gorman Thomas rookie card. And this thing is sharp, man. This is like a real beaut in fantastic shape. Just slight bit of a corner dinging down there, but not really a ding. Just, you know, you can see it's in really nice shape for being a 74. Jim Cat, like Ken Brett. Danny Murtaugh. Hey, my guy, Randy, was talking about Randy Murtaugh to me the other day. So there you go, Randy, just for you. So there you go, Dave Kingman. So bunch of 74s in really nice shape. You can see all these ones getting a dime a piece. There's Tommy John in 74. So Kuzman, then some 75s. So Pete Lecoq, giggity. As you start to move through these, Dave Parker, of course, a local Cincinnati guy, so I was going to pick that one for a dime. Lou Piniella. When you start to find stuff from the 70s, especially later 70s, they're in really nice shape. For a dime, you go ahead and pick it up. Well, really, I guess you should say the 60s or early 70s. If it's in great shape, you pick it up. But so these are all sort of the vintage. Now we're into the 80s. That one's off cut, but that's okay. And for a dime, a couple Mike Schmidts from 82. They're in really fantastic shape. So always grab those. Robin Young, 82. And in 84, Mike Schmidt in great shape. So for a dime a piece, I thought those were fantastic. All right. There we go. A whole bunch of them. Here we go. Hostess, I'm finished with this set now, but I'll pick up the rookie for some trade bait. Always like things like Electric Diamond. Nobody special in there, but they make for good, you know, trade bait as well. Mark McGuire may need it for my stuff. I'm going to go back to them in a second. A couple of the Rite Aids. If you remember my last video, I basically finished the Rite Aid complete set in the pennies, nickels, and a couple of dimes. So you go. And how about a scratch off here of Jim Palmer? That's really cool. 81 or 82. I can't remember which. Something like that. 81. This is really weird. Someone just Xeroxed this and turned this into their own card, basically. This might be out of one of those like baseball magazine cards, but I can't find it as one of those. I think someone just may have made their own homemade 1962 Ernie Banks card. I bought it for a dime for the weirdness of it. So it's kind of cool. I dig it. How about some football, some vintage football? Dick LeBeau, a Hall of Famer for a dime. That's great. So you got some All-Stars with Floyd Little and Willie Brown. How about Bobby Douglas, Bears quarterback, and Dennis Shaw? Ralph, I'm not going to try that last name, but he's a Notre Dame grad. So you can see This is a postcard, which is really cool, but might be the worst cutting job I've ever seen, plus some glue on the back. But for a dime, I thought, why not? Ken Houston was a bad, bad man. So you can see this one, I thought this picture was really cool. So all these guys are debating. It looks like they're getting ready for the national anthem or something in the background here. And you got all these guys just sort of like having a, discussion here. Kind of weird and random. What a weird picture to put on that card, but that's okay. And Roman Gabriel, R.I.P. These are not Sports Illustrated for Kids cards that came out of the magazine. They're actually inserted in packs, but still cool. Steve Young, some neat Steve Young cards for a dime. Marvin Harrison. Chris Godwin, I'm a Buccaneers fan. This one is really, really cool. I'm a big fan of work done anyway for the work he does building homes for people. But this card, man, you can see it. It actually feels like a football. It literally has a texture of a football with the dimples on it and everything. And it's so cool. Sometimes I buy a card for how it feels. I've talked about this all the time. I buy a card for how it looks. I buy a card for how it feels. Sometimes I buy a card for how it smells. I've never bought a card for how it tastes, and I hope I never get to that point. If I do, then I really need to move away from collecting. All right, Derek Brooks. That's cool. There's a Morton Anderson. Actually, no Todd Kelly. I covered his son when I was living in Knoxville, so that's kind of cool. There's Terry Kirby again. And a couple of my college cards, so those are really cool. All right, how about vintage basketball? There was cool stuff for the vintage dime collection, man. I'm telling you, there's some good stuff in here. So vintage basketball, Clem Haskins, the coach. This is from 72-73 season. So you have Clem Haskins, Rick Adelman. He was a coach of the Kings out there. Dick Van Arsdale. Glenn Combs. This is really cool. I've actually spoken to Glenn Combs before. He is from Carr Creek, Kentucky, down in Knott County, Kentucky, known as the Kentucky Rifle, a three-point shooting specialist in the ABA before the NBA made it a thing. So you can see Carr Creek, Kentucky. Carr Creek had a really amazing basketball team back in the 50s, maybe. Won a state title. Tiny, tiny, tiny little school. Won a state title. Really kind of an amazing story. Here's some Kings, which are really cool. So Cincinnati Kings, living in Cincinnati. I thought those were really cool, so I bought those. Elmer Smith. Here's another Cincinnati Royals. They kind of ruined it with, the sticker on it, but still really cool to me. So, and just a couple more vintage you can see right there. Always cool to get some vintage basketball. All right, how about some real oddballs? And it doesn't get much more odd than this. Bring in the Earthmen. This is from Outer Limits. I love the Outer Limits. They were kind of a show that was a contemporary, kind of like another version of the Twilight Zone. In a lot of ways, almost better, but Twilight Zone, of course, classic Rod Serling. Outer Limits, really, really fantastic show as well. This one, really weird, really cool. A couple of the original 1977 Star Wars ones in really nice shape. So I picked them up when they're in good shape for Star Wars. So that's really kind of cool. And then I've shown you some of these before, but found some more. These ones are in really nice shape. These are the Star Trek movie. So I love just the face off. I don't know what's going on, but men with a mission. Get to it, boys. All right. And then I bought the cards that had like Spock and have Captain Kirk on it just because they're kind of cool. And just a couple other random ones. And then how about some Growing Pains? So really fantastic. There's the title card one, and there's Kirk Cameron, there's Alan Thicke, and Joanna Kearns. That's awesome. And then one NASCAR one. So, yeah, Kenny Walls. These now might have been my most favorite find of the whole entire weekend in the dime box. So Upper Deck did a Looney Tune set in the very early 90s, and in that were some of these hologram stickers. I found two. These are two complete and total sets of all 9 of the stickers, the hologram stickers. So it's 18 of them, all 9, 2 complete sets. Totally love it. Love this set. I've almost got it put together and finished. I need like 2 or 3 more cards. I need to get back to try and find those. So beautiful, beautiful hologram cards. Love those. That was maybe the most exciting thing. All right. These now were in the quarter box. These are quarter box buys, which is great because there were some Oakland A's in there that probably need for my team sets. Old school football there. I don't know what this Wayne Gretzky card is. Anyone know what this is? Check it out. Here's the back. Here's what the back looks like. If you know what that is, let me know. I'm going to search for it at some point. I just haven't yet. Tombstone, Jeff Bagwell. It's technically a Joe Sakic rookie card, kind of in a way. but I'll take it as a Joe Sakic rookie card. Some more Mark McGuire's that I think I need for the PC. Some Dante Culpeppers I needed for the PC. I collect him. But just kind of a cool Beatles card with George Harrison. So I thought that was neat. Here's a Wayne Gretzky with Joe Sakic. Once again, I collect Joe Sakic. So that's really cool. And then, here we go. Carol Dale from Virginia Tech. I got a lot of Virginia Tech fans. And my guy, Brent, who collects all the Mac guys. You can check him out at Mac Wax Stacks. And not only is he a Mac guy, he's a Bowling Green Falcon. So I know that gets Brent very excited. There you go, Brent. Shout out to the Bowling Green Falcons, even though the Miami Redhawks are better. But still, shout out to the Bowling Green Falcons. All right, these are 50 cents a piece. This one's in terrible shape, but it is a high number. And in good shape, these are very expensive. So 50 cents, I need it for my team set. Also, a high number. Great find there for 50 cents. And then another one for the team set. Reprint of Jackie Robinson. Still just really cool. I dig that. Some more Joe Sakic. This is a Hale Irwin rookie card out of the 1981 Donners. I think they're 81 Donners set. I have these cards already, but these might be in better shape than mine. I thought it was worth their 50 cents to gamble. Wonder Break cards, working on that set. Mark McGuire I needed. Forsberg, I do collect Forsberg. And how about a Tommy Reynolds, another Oakland A's I may need for my team sets. These up here turned out to be 40 cents a piece in bulk. A bunch of Claude Osteens because he is from Cincinnati, Ohio, and these are actually in kind of nice shape, relatively speaking, for 68. So Jim Wynn, also from Cincinnati, Ohio. Bob Barton, Cincinnati, Ohio. I just thought this one was cool. There's Sweet Lou Piniella. So that's cool. And a Tim McCarver. And then here we go. A bunch of Oakland A's that I need for my team sets. So Charlie Lau, one of the great hitters. He also shows up in a lot of crossword puzzles talking about a legendary hitting coach. Charlie Lau wrote books on hitting and was a legendary hitting coach, although honestly, not much of a hitter himself. But that's okay. Dick Williams again. And then, so, a bunch of 68s, which is really nice. Really gets me going. Rick Monday is really nice. Gets me going towards that set. Dave Duncan, also a pitching coach. All right. These two right here were in the dollar bin, but I bought them all together. And I think it was like 45 bucks worth of stuff, and he said 30 bucks. So whatever the math on that is, it works out to be about 75 cents or even less than that per card. This is amazing. I have like 8 or 9 of these left, and then I picked up 4 of these. So now I'm down to like 4 or 5 left to complete this set. I am so close to completing the set. I think it's out of 66 or 68, something like that. So 1981. Yeah, 1981 Kellogg 3Ds, and these are in such nice shape, not cracked. That's super exciting. So these are what really got me. Here we go. These are 1970 and 1971 Fleer. They're the Laughlin. Sorry, losing my voice. These are the Laughlin art cards. These are like the original art cards. I freaking love these. The 70s have a blue back, by the way, and the 71s have a black back. That's how you can tell the difference. So, because you'll see there's the same year, but they're different posters for the same year, because 170 and 171. So, like 1909. Do I have a 1909 in here? 1910. So there we go. So, like, here's a 1910, Cubs versus A's, and then here's a 1910, Cubs versus A's, because the one is also black back. So these are out of the 1971 now. Bought a bunch of these. I love this set. Both of these, I should say sets. I am now a little over a third of the way done with both of these. I saw them. I couldn't pass them up. I had to buy them. And then also the dollar box, part of that buy with these also about 70 cents a piece. Judge Kennesaw Mountain Landis. He is from the Cincinnati area. Actually, really just about 10 minutes from my house. Just outside of, in between Hamilton, Ohio and Oxford, Ohio. So he is the one who actually banned all the Black Sox players. The Black Sox players were reinstated, and everybody was like, no, that's too dirty. They brought in Judge Landis. He's like, you know what? You guys are all gone. So everybody thinks the Black Sox were banned after that World Series and done. They actually came back and played another year, 1921 maybe. And then they were kicked out after that because Judge Kennesaw Mountain Landis, they was like, you guys are out. We need to restore dignity to the game. The owners were upset that nothing was really done, so they brought in him. He was kind of a hard knuckles kind of guy and ditched the players out. So He really, truly was the first commissioner that really took a hard stance in the major leagues. Here we go. These were varying $1 or $2, but all the Oakland A's sets I need, these are all A's needs for my team sets. Actually, I bought the same one twice. Didn't mean to. So these are all $1 or $2 a piece. The original Joe Morgan at second base. All right. So a bunch of A's team needs. I can't remember which ones were $1 and which ones were $2, but that's okay. It doesn't matter to you, and it doesn't really matter to me. So speaking of $2, as we said, Claude Osteen is a Cincinnati native. So a couple of rookie cards for him, which I freaking love these. Look how young he is. He made his major league debut at the age of 17. He graduated high school and then went and pitched for the Reds later that year. He pitched Reading High School in Cincinnati to a state title. His senior year, he was 17-0. You can't even do it now because I won't even let you pitch 17 games. 17-0 with a .13, I think it was a .13 ERA, 230 strikeouts in like 113 innings. Absurd. Like the greatest high school baseball season ever. Phenomenal. And then Jim Wynn, obviously Cincinnati, Ohio as well. All right. A couple of these. This was out of the 50 cent, although I got it for a little bit of a deal when I bundled some stuff. Jim Hunter, I already have this one, but it's in so much better shape than what I have, so that's going to go in my Ace team sets. For $2, I wanted to upgrade. Now, if you know me, I'm about to show you, let me move this out of the way a little bit, that I really stepped up in terms of my world of stepping up. So this is a much better Reggie Jackson I have in my A's team set for $3. Nice. Once again, these were all bundled, though, so they weren't even like full price. These were probably about $2 a piece by the time the bundle was done. 72 Reggie Jackson, a little bit beaten up, but you see $3. Roberto Clemente, this one was $3. You can see it's beaten up on the corners and everything, but I just could not pass it up. So I'm standing in the back. I just could not pass it up for $3. I fell in love with this card. And a Johnny Bench, a little bit beaten up, got a crease through it for $3 as well. I just couldn't pass these two up because I just couldn't. And then for A's team set needs, these were $5 a piece. These, once again, these are high numbers in really nice shape. So these ones cost me a bit. The Jim Hunter is much better than the one I have. Mine is beaten the heck and back, so this is much better for my team set. I upgraded. And then the Reggie Jackson. I didn't have this one at all, so to get it for $10, I think it was like 8 or 7 after bundling. I love this, and it's really not even in that bad of shape, relatively speaking. There's no way I'm getting it for anything cheaper. You're not getting a 1970 Reggie Jackson for any cheaper than $10 unless it's in much worse shape. So that's really exciting. And this isn't quite last. Got some stuff right here to show you the side, but this one was $3. He was like, you know what? If you want it for $3, it's yours. He said the staining's really bad on it. It's like these ones over here, the bench and the other Clemente. I'm never going to own a Clemente from 72. This one's from 68, unless I'm buying it in bad shape for $3. What do you think? Should I have bought it? I love it, so I'm good with it. A couple other buys to show you. These were the last day of the show. The guy was like, I'm selling these for $1 a sheet. He's like, for you, I'll do 2 for $1. Take them. They're not authenticated, but I looked at the signatures. There's no reason to fake these, and they're dead on, exactly right. So this is David Fulcher, all-pro safety from the Bengals. This is Jim Breach, all-pro kicker from the Bengals. This one is Barney Bussey. He made a Pro Bowl with the Bengals, I think. So these are 50 cents for the whole entire sheet. For signatures of some Bengals legends, another 50-cent sheet here. This is Barney Bussey. And Isaac Curtis, who is a 4-time Pro Bowl wide receiver for the Bengals. That's phenomenal. 50 cents or two, so a quarter a piece for what I'm certain are real autos. This is a Jose Rio auto. Once again, no authentication. Go my personal collection, I don't care. And it looks dead unlike his other one. All these were from a guy who went to stuff. I mean, he went to all the stuff himself, got everything signed. He died and ended up going to this guy. He bought it in an estate sale. I didn't care about the 2008 Cincinnati Reds. I don't care. What I do care about, nor do I care about the Rosy Red too much in the back, but it is kind of neat. That's fun. I like this. This is a postcard from the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame for Ted Kluszewski. That is really neat, though, Rosy Red. That's kind of cool. This is Ted Kluszewski, a postcard from the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame. Really cool. Goes for a couple bucks. I didn't even know that. I just thought it was neat, and I needed one more sheet to even out to get 4 sheets for $2. So I love those. I love David Fulcher, one of my favorite players, to get a signature of his, and Jim Breach, who I really enjoyed, the kicker. Thought that was amazing. Last 2 things. They had an auction before the show. This was $2. This is a French's USA, like facsimile. You know, if you grew up in the early 90s, you remember all those photo balls. So it's got like everybody's signature, like Mo Vaughn on here, Matt Williams, Joe Carter, so Ozzie Smith. It's like a Team USA ball. I think these are supposed to be guys who played for Team USA or something like that. Frank Thomas, Will Clark. Interesting, Jim Abbott, he signs it as James Abbott. They have a signature as James Abbott. So for $2, I thought it's a fun item. It's an oddball. It's food stuff, so go there. And last but not least, this is really cool. I bought this for $8 in the auction. And you pick them up there, so there's no shipping. So I paid $10 combined for these two. But $8 on this. And you're going to go, well, who cares about the supplemental set? 110 cards, some Magic Motion cards. The cool thing is there's a lot of rookies in this, or XRCs, not technically rookies, XRCs. And some stuff that's some Hall of Famers in there. They make good trade bait, interesting things. But here's what's cool. In this, for $8, there are a couple nice cards. They're nothing too big. You have a Dermontti Dawson Pro Bowl Hall of Famer from Lexington, went to UK. Hall of Famer, rookie card, XRC rookie card. Goes for about $3 to $4. So that's cool. I'll be able to get some of my money back. Sterling Sharp. That one, I think it's his first year card, but it goes for a couple bucks. Makes good trade bait and everything. But here's the real reason. $8 for the whole entire set. I'll be able to trade out all the cards. I'm going to make a couple packs on these. And then this one, bam. This Bo Jackson card is in there. I think people didn't know that. This card, at the cheapest you can find it on eBay, I found in the last couple months, has gone for $16. It generally goes $20 to $30 or more, obviously when graded. So for this one, to get this for $8, along with these and every other card in here, I'd pay $8 for the Bo all day long. And then I got all the rest of them free. So that, to me, was almost a steal of the show. So anyway, that's what I bought. What do you guys think? What did you enjoy out of this? A lot of vintage for the dimes that are in really nice shape. Some vintage basketball. Some weird oddball stuff. Great team set needs. Should I have sprung for the Clemente for $3? What do you think? Would you have done it? Let me know. Anyway, as I always say, be kind to each other. Enjoy the hobby how you want to enjoy it. And let's all just be good to each other. Anyway, you all be great. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later. See you.